When the alarms rang across Outpost Ember 7, I thought it was another practice drill. The station shook a little. Lights flashed red, and tired workers grumbled while tightening their belts and walking to emergency stations. But it wasn't a drill. It was the day I met the alien child. My name is Jonah Reed, age 28, mechanic and cargo operator. My job was simple. Fix broken doors, move heavy crates, and make sure the station didn't fall apart. I lived in a small room with one bed, one desk, and a window that looked out at the quiet blackness of space. I never planned to be a hero. I wasn't brave. I wasn't strong. I was just good at repairing things and keeping my head down. But sometimes life chooses you before you get a chance to choose yourself. Beginning, the child found in the smoke. The attack was fast. One moment the outpost was calm, and the next, explosions shook the left wing. Smoke sprayed from the vents, and the floor vibrated under my feet. Everyone to shelter chambers. The speakers boomed. I grabbed my tool belt and ran. The hallways were loud and chaotic. People shouted orders, pushed carts, and tried to help each other. As I reached the corner leading to the shelter chamber, I heard something strange. A small cry, not human, faint, soft, coming from behind a fallen support beam. I froze. Nobody else heard it. Nobody else cared. Everyone rushed ahead, escaping the danger. But the cry continued, weak and scared. Something inside me tightened. I couldn't leave a child behind. I rushed toward the collapsed area. Smoke stung my eyes, but I pushed the metal aside. That's when I saw her. A tiny alien girl, curled up, trembling. Her skin was a pale violet color, glowing faintly like she held a tiny moon under her skin. Her eyes were huge and silver, filled with fear. She couldn't have been more than 6 years old. She wasn't part of the attack. I could see that right away. She had a small bracelet with a royal insignia, some kind of noble symbol from the Reelan Dominion, a powerful alien race known for their strict rules and powerful warriors. Her small voice shook. "And mother?" She coughed weakly. Something crashed behind us. The ceiling groaned. I didn't think. I just acted. "It's okay," I said softly. "I've got you." I wrapped her in my jacket, lifted her into my arms, and ran. Debris fell around us as we escaped. The hallway lights flickered, and dust filled the air. But I didn't stop until we reached the shelter door. The guards stared at me. "Reed, what is that?" "A child," I said. "She was trapped. She's an alien, and she's hurt," I shot back. "Move." They hesitated. Some people inside the shelter panicked at the sight of her, but I ignored them. I sat with her in a corner, holding her close so she could breathe. She gripped my shirt with tiny fingers. "You're safe," I told her. "I won't let anything happen to you." Her silver eyes softened. "You protect me?" "Yes," I whispered. "I promise." The searchers who came. 30 minutes later, the attack ended. The attackers fled, and emergency teams swept the station. Soon, soldiers discovered the royal bracelet the child wore. "She's Rolani royalty," the officer said. "A lost heir." That information traveled fast. But something else traveled even faster. Her mother was coming. The Reelan Dominion sent a battleship within hours. A huge silver vessel, shaped like a crescent moon, stopped outside the station. Nobody dared breathe wrong. Every soldier stood at attention. Every officer straightened their uniforms. Reelans were known for one thing. They protected their own with terrible fury. The docking bay opened, and she stepped out. Tall, strong, eyes like burning silver stars. Her skin shimmered with faint golden lines that marked high rank. Her long black hair flowed like dark rivers around her armor. She was not like any alien I had ever seen before. She was the R'hllani First Mother, leader of warriors, protector of her people. Her presence filled the entire room with fear. "Where's my child?" she demanded. Everyone pointed to me. She saw the girl in my arms, safe, wrapped in my jacket, holding my hand. The alien mother froze. For a long moment, she simply stared. Then her eyes softened. Just a little. She approached slowly, kneeling before the child. The child reached out. "Mother," the little girl whispered. "My heart," the mother breathed, relief shaking her voice. She lifted her daughter gently, inspecting every bruise, every scratch. Her golden markings glowed brighter with deep emotion. Then she turned to me. "Human," she said, her voice deep and powerful. "You touched my child. You protected her with your own body." I swallowed. She needed help. "You risked your life. Anyone would have." "No," she said firmly. "Not anyone. Many walk away when danger grows. You did not." The entire room held its breath. Then she spoke the words that changed everything. "You saved the heir of my house. By R'hllani law, I owe you a claim." I blinked. "A claim?" She stood tall, towering over me, eyes locked onto mine. "Yes," she said, "and my claim is simple." Everyone waited. She stepped closer. "You protected my child. Now I claim you as ours." Gasps echoed across the room. I nearly choked on my own breath. "Oh, ours. You will come with us," she said calmly. "You will live under my protection. You will be honored, cherished, and guarded until the stars fade." "I'm being adopted?" I asked, confused. But she shook her head. "No, human Jonah Reed." Her silver eyes glowed warmly. "The bond we offer is deeper than family. You shielded what is most precious to me. Now you belong among us, by choice or by destiny." I stared at her, unsure if I should laugh or faint. But everything changed when the child tugged on my sleeve. "Stay with us," she whispered. "Please. You made this scary place safe." Her eyes shimmered with innocence and trust, and something inside my chest softened. I'll think about it," I told her gently. But her mother stepped forward again, studying my face with steady intensity. "Come," she said. "Let me show you why the R'hllani do not break their promises." Middle, among the R'hllani. I didn't expect to go with them. But when a royal battleship invites you aboard, it's hard to say no. The ship's interior was warm, shining like polished silver. The walls glowed faintly, as if alive. I walked through the corridors beside the mother and child, feeling very small next to the towering R'hllani warriors. The mother spoke first. "My name is Viola Cyrith," she said. "I lead the Golden House. Our people value courage above strength and loyalty above power." She glanced at me, "And you showed both." The child, whose name was Lyra, clung to my hand as we walked. "He fixed my fear," Lyra said proudly. "He hugged me. It helped." Viola gave me a look I couldn't read. "So you offered your warmth to her," she murmured. "How very human and very rare." The R'hllani crew treated me differently than I expected. Not with fear, not with anger, with respect. Warriors bowed their heads as I passed. Older R'hllani placed a hand over their hearts, a sign of honor. Some quietly said, "Protector of the little star." Lyra beamed each time. Viola guided me to a grand hall filled with soft light. "Sit," she said. "You will eat with us." "But I'm just..." She lifted a hand. "You are the one who protected my child. That makes you more than a visitor." Lyra sat beside me, happily swinging her feet. R'hllani food was strange, but good. Soft blue fruit, warm bread-like rolls, and glowing nectar that tasted like honey. As we ate, Viola studied me carefully, like I was a puzzle she wanted to understand. Finally, she spoke. In our culture, she said, those who save a royal child are given a place in the first mother's house. You would have protection, respect, and a home among us. I blinked. You're inviting me to join your people? I am claiming you, she said simply. I swallowed. Claiming sounds intense. It means you are ours, Lyra said cheerfully. Viola smirked. Children speak the truth plainly. But why me? I asked softly. Viola leaned in, her eyes serious. Because when danger came, you did not see an alien child. You saw a child. That makes you rare. That makes you valuable. And that makes you worthy. Lyra squeezed my hand. Please stay, she whispered. My heart squeezed painfully, but I still didn't know what to choose. The return to the outpost. The next day, Viola brought me back to Outpost Ember 7 so I could think. As we entered the station, people stared, some with awe, some with fear. The commander walked up nervously. Human Reed, he stuttered. Her Highness says you saved her daughter. You have our gratitude. Stay here as long as you like. Viola stepped forward. He will not be staying long. The commander nearly fainted. I turned to Viola. I haven't decided yet. She nodded slowly. Then allow me to show you something before you choose. She led me to the collapsed hallway where I had found Lyra. Engineers were already repairing it. The smoke was gone, but the memory wasn't. She faced me. Why did you go toward the danger? She asked softly. When others ran? I shrugged. I heard her cry. And that was enough? Yes. Silver light glowed in her eyes. That, she said, is why I claim you. Ending. The human who chose them. I didn't decide that day. Or the next. I spent many hours thinking. People on the outpost congratulated me. Some avoided me. Others whispered that I would become famous if I joined the Relani. But none of that mattered. What mattered was Lyra's tiny hand clutching mine. What mattered was the way Viola looked at me. Not with demand, but with gratitude. One evening, I returned to the docking bay. Viola stood there alone, looking out at the stars. You came, she said softly. I made my choice, I replied. She didn't move. She didn't speak. I took a deep breath. I will come with you, I said. Not because of law, not because of honor, but because Lyra is safe with me. And I feel safe with you. Viola's golden markings brightened like a sunrise. You honor us, she whispered. Lyra ran into the room at that exact moment. You're coming with us? I lifted her up and spun her gently. Yes. I'm coming with you. She hugged me tightly. Viola stepped closer, her voice warm and strong. Then hear my promise, human Jonah Reed. She placed a hand over her heart. You protected our child. Now we will protect you. You will never be alone again. From this day on, you belong to the Golden House. And as her words echoed across the bay, something inside me settled. Not fear, not confusion, but belonging. The ship doors closed behind us, and a new life, strange, bright, and filled with stars, began with the simple act of shielding a child.